This is a special episode of the Feral Fandoms podcast. I am here solo without Shannon. She had a childcare crisis. We are here to break down all kinds of fandom stuff revolving around BL, which is great because Shannon doesn't know anything about BL and I'm dying to talk to somebody about it. Welcome.
Hello.
Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Peachy. I am the guest slash sponsor director, guest relations director for CitrusCon, a boys love virtual 18 plus convention. And I also run something called the Church of BL, which is my own content creation stuff where I talk about debauchery and things like that.
All of our favorite things.
Oh, I've always been into the darker side of boys' love and more of the more questionable types of.
Love is my entire brand.
Yeah, so I've read everything that Only's ever written. I'm kind of a simp. I have all of the audiobooks. Liam DeCosmo is a saint.
Isn't he amazing?
So
much.
it's
He's
really fun
great.
running a convention that you give a shit about
Yes.
because BL is my blood. It is what I'm made up of. And having a con for that, and that's like a good 30-40% of my life now. So
It's so much fun.
Yay!
I had such a blast at CitrusCon. What was your gateway BL? What was the first BL you ever watched?
Oh God. The gateway drug was probably shipping an Inuyasha when I was a youngin'. I am a piece of absolute garbage. So I would ship like Inuyasha Shishomaru or Inuyasha and Koga. And that just grew into Googling things that I shouldn't be Googling at like 14. And then that kind of ended up going towards like Junjo Romantica and Gravitation, Sekaiichi Hatsukoi, like all of the classics. I was there with the yaoi paddle. Like,
yeah. How old do you think you were when you started getting into BL?
Like 14 or 15. I won't say what year that was because we have an age gap and I don't want you to think about it.
An age gap?
Yeah.
I'm much older.
You're my wife's age, if that helps.
Oh. Would you like much older women?
That's Twiddle's hair. Like,
a little bit of a gap.
Yeah,
you're definitely younger than me because I can't even remember seeing anything BL related as a child. Like, I don't even think I met somebody who was out of the closet until I was like 19.
It wasn't.
Now all of my friends are gay, so I don't even recognize straight people anymore.
I've
except for the ones in my family.
I feel like I find my people. Like
all
people
of my friends
are all like neurodivergent.
Yep, they're all neurodivergent and they're all gay. And so when I see straight neurotypical people, I don't know how to function. I would say I was reading BL long before I started watching BL. I was definitely into Lezen and stuff later, but I don't even remember the first ship. I started reading AO3, fanfiction.net, but the first BL I watched that wasn't a common US show was Kin Porsche.
Nice.
That's how late to the game I was with Asian BL.
Drug. That's a good one. I was in the game before stuff Lezen and Webtoon and stuff like that.
You were naming some stuff that I was like, oh wow.
I didn't really get on AO3 until probably COVID, honestly, before COVID. I wasn't really big on fanfiction until like COVID ruined me. So
yeah, I found fanfiction when my mom was sick. When my mom was in hospice, I stumbled onto, of all things, the most embarrassing thing in the world, Glee fanfiction.
About that in other episodes.
Yeah, that's when I think I stumbled into AO3 specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I remember fanfiction.net.
They were never as big
they're
as
not AO3.
AO3 just really exploded and just it had longevity. And I think that was probably because of Tumblr.
Yeah. 3 is going to be at the con.
Is it?
I think I can say that because I'm talking to them right now. But
if not, you guys didn't hear any
you
of
heard
that.
nothing. You heard nothing. You
Just
can't be disappointed. But I have connections with the people that run AO3 and they're maybe possibly going to do a panel this year. So that's cool.
I think above all the things that really made me feel like an accomplished author, having people write fan fiction and putting it on AO3 was
Okay.
like my oh my god moment.
I need to find this.
It's there. There's quite a few of them. We're not talking like Destiel levels of
It
but there's way more than a little tiny author like me ever thought there would
That's
be.
amazing. I need to not only read this, but write it. Why have I not done this already?
I don't read it because I don't want it to influence like my own
Yeah.
storylines because sometimes it's the same reason I don't read gay romance anymore is because I'm like, wow, they're way better at this than I am.
Oh
You know, like it
no.
gets in my head too much. But
Bullshit.
I do look at it. Oh, look,
Look at
it's right there.
them. I made that.
And then Mulvaney Media, that fan account that runs
Yeah.
like a lot of stuff, she'll always put up when somebody does a new fan fiction, they'll send it to her and she'll put it up on her account. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
That's
Yeah,
so
somebody asked me, they're like, oh my God, are you okay with us writing fan fiction about your stuff? I'm like, please, please write fan fiction. Just
Yay.
don't make money off of
Give
it.
me
That's it.
content off of
Oh
it.
my
Yeah, that
God.
is the one downside.
Only because my entertainment attorney would shoot me in the face. I mean, personally, I don't care. My attorneys do, but I don't give a God. What are you watching right now? Are you watching anything? You reading anything? What's good? What's good?
I'm really into manhwa right now.
Ooh,
Korean
somebody has been
comics.
sending me like Rex, and I have not had a chance. I between the podcast and writing and the stupid 13 Nights of Halloween debacle that I'm going through that I thought was going to be a good idea is just so much work.
Oh,
But yeah, somebody keeps sending me all these good recs, and I'm like, I don't have time, but I want to read
yeah.
them. I'm so behind on all the good stuff coming out.
I'm just gonna go through my recents on Lezen. Oh my
So
god, one of my favorite authors is called Brothers Without a Tomorrow. And
okay.
they're Korean, they do manhwa, and literally everything they've ever written is fantastic and perfect and amazing.
Give me titles.
Smyrna Capri is one. Taming the Tiger is my favorite. Zero is a newer one, but there's some stuff going on with that one where we're not entirely certain if it's going to get finished. So I'm kind of
No.
upset. Bloodlink is really good. One that you in
Mm.
particular would like based off of my parasocial relationship with you through your books is Mania.
Yes. Oh yeah, that sounds right up my
You would
alley.
you would definitely like Mania. It's gangsters
It actually
and
sounds familiar.
if you're into manhwa, you might have seen it.
Yeah,
It's
because
very pretty.
like
Twisted ending.
I
Good
started
twisted.
with all of the typical manhwa, like Love is an
Yeah.
Illusion and the kind of tamer ones. Then I read BJ Alex,
Mhm.
which was so toxic,
Oh yeah.
and yet I could not put it down.
Yeah.
Could not put it down. I was
What is
obsessed with
their
it.
new
I gave up on Jinx like season 2.
Yeah.
I don't know, he was so mean.
I
And normally I can handle it, but I'm just like, I don't know. He was so physically mean
I'm
that it was a
waiting
little harder.
I'm waiting for it to be done because I would like the redemption arc because that's where they're at right now is redeeming his bullshit.
Well, and that's exactly what happened with BJ Alex, is
Yeah.
there's always that turning point, and I just kept reading because I was like, at some point, it's gonna turn, and he's gonna turn into a total simp, and I just gotta get
Yeah.
there.
My favorite in BJ Alex is the other ship.
What's that?
The other ship in BJ Alex. They're my
Yes!
favorite.
I
I love
Yeah,
them.
100
Love
it's
them.
second ship syndrome for
Mhm.
sure, and sometimes I wonder, because 'cause I'm obviously, as an author, I think about it all the time, I'm like, how is it that we end up shipping the second couple so much harder than the first in a lot of series? And, like, why did the second couple go so hard if they weren't the main couple? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why didn't she develop the story or he and then just go, "You know what? This story is way more juicy."
Mhm.
In the new Chinese BL, ABO Desire,
Mhm.
first off, I have not read ABO Desire, I only watched it, and the guy I was watching it with kept calling him the psychotic twink, and
I've
he's
only
just, "I can't
seen
stand this
one
psychotic twink," and
episode.
I was just,
So I'm
"You
moving
got
off
through
of
one?"
like one episode of what I've seen. I
Yeah,
need to commit
okay.
to it.
Yeah. When I say this kid is unhinged, he's an enigma, which is fairly common, so I don't think I'm giving away any spoilers.
Yeah.
Common knowledge, I should say. But yeah, he's like an enigma and he ends up impregnating an alpha who does not realize he's an enigma. It's very toxic. It's very old school BL. Like the second couple, their story is so much more juicy. He's an omega who's taking hormones to pretend to be a beta. He's in love with his boss who hates omegas. His boss is in love with him but thinks he's a beta. And it's so much more juicy. But somehow we get 16 episodes of the main couple whose story gets resolved in ep 9. And I'm just like, who cares? Move on. This story is so much juicier. Why are we only getting scraps?
I was the same way with
This-
BJ Alex because I reread stuff all the time and I'll just
me too.
go back to only their episodes, only their chapters, especially their extras, the stuff that happened after the manhwa is quote unquote done.
Those are the best, the little side stories and the little like extras.
It's so good. It's so fucking good. Healthy.
So good.
Like they had a reasonably realistic BDSM relationship.
They really did.
It wasn't super crazy toxic awful, which I like super crazy toxic awful.
I am a different person when I'm reading fan fiction and when I'm reading any kind of manhwa or manga. Yeah. I'm a different person. I don't write it, but my God, do I mainline it. Yeah. I don't know why, but I love it so much. Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Yeah, it's juicy.
It's so good.
It's good shit.
Trying to see some of the titles that I've finished.
Do you more toxic manhwa?
Hit me with all of it. I'm down for all of it.
Red Mansion. Red Mansion is like almost like you need to be really disconnected from the couple in order to enjoy it because it's that toxic. It's that fucked up. It's like Stockholm Syndrome meets general abuser, like physically abused. Yeah. It's very, 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 very dark. Red Mansion is completed and it's really good. It's very toxic. Please don't at me. Like,
no, don't worry. I don't hold any. Listen, when I tell you the stuff that I have read, it's funny because I sound like I'm being real, I don't know, holier than thou when it comes to say Jinx, but not really. Because right now, my favorite story I'm reading right now is Cash or Credit.
Okay.
Have you checked that one out?
I haven't.
Oh my God. Okay, so this kid gets thrown in jail for, I want to say hacking. Yeah, he's a hacker. He gets thrown in jail and basically starts getting SA'd by this guard.
Okay.
Everybody's terrified of him, including the warden. Mm-hmm. And he basically gets to do whatever he wants in the prison. But it turns out that he's like a mafia guy. Oh. And he's after the kid in particular because he ripped him off. But the kid doesn't know it. He only knows him by his name. Mm. So he's in there, oh, I'm going to basically make this kid's life miserable and then I'm going to kill him. Only they're both falling in love with each other. So the warden's son is also a guard and he's trying to basically for some reason, somehow the kid and him have met before and he for the kid, but the kid isn't into him, but he thinks that he can somehow get him away from the guard's name is Michael. He can get him away from Michael and then the kid will be like grateful. So he's trying to get the kid to sell out Michael and he is trying to play both of them so that he doesn't basically end up dead by one side or the other. And it's just so juicy and it is so wrong on every level, but it is so good.
I'm really into mafia stuff. So a lot of the gangster mafia type things that I'm into are very, very toxic. When you were talking about that one, that made me think of Legs That Won't Walk is a really good one.
I have not watched it.
It's so good.
Sorry, I haven't read it. I haven't seen it with my eyeballs. Yeah. Some way.
It's so awful and so great at the same time. It's so good. That one also kind of has like second ship syndrome.
Oh, yeah. It's so hard. What else did I read that was toxic? Painters of the Night is one of my absolute favorite. So I bought that the minute it ended. I have all of the merch. I have everything. I've probably spent $200 just on the merch for that stuff. Yeah. The one I write right now that just started season 2 was it Silk Over Steel?
Steel Over Silk?
Have you
Silk? We'll get it eventually. Yes, very good.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's so good. And I was reading the extras and the author said that they were going to start the series as season 2. Like, they were gonna start it with them being toxic and then falling in love, but then for some reason, they decided that it would be better for them to fall for each other and then have him, like, betray him at the end, and then
Mhm.
have season 2 just be the whole revenge arc, and I was like, "Oh, that's so good. That's
Right.
so good because it makes it so much juicier now. It's just so good. It's so toxic and so wrong, but I love a good period piece.
Mhm.
I love
I
that.
don't
Do you know what I'm watching right now?
no.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay. Thai BL, it's Demundi,
Mhm.
which usually I used to be hit or miss, I'm not gonna lie. I love Z and Nanu. They're very cute, they're very sweet,
I
they're
love
adorable in real life.
them. They're good.
I could not get through The Next Prince. It was a little too cheesy for me. I'm not a fairy tale person.
Yeah.
But then they came out with they have all their new couples in shows now. Thomas and Kang, I believe. They did Your Sky, very cute, but very addictive. The whole thing, sugar in your mouth kind of stuff. It just, there wasn't a
Mm.
sad moment to be found in it. It was just all puppies and unicorns the whole way through. Very cute. I call it my palate cleanser. After I get through a really toxic one, I'll go back and I'll watch that.
Yeah.
But then they just came out with Kimjiro, which is this kid has a karmic curse put on him, and you don't really know why.
Uh-huh.
But basically, since he was a little kid, they've been trying to have this curse lifted, and he's going to die on his 21st birthday. So the mom ends up dying because of the curse, and then the dad becomes a Buddhist monk trying to atone for his son's karma. And he becomes friends with this kid. They go to the kid's village, and he starts falling in love with the village priest, who is 100% so fucking hot.
I just
He's so beautiful, and the acting is breathtaking. The special effects are amazing. It's so good. I was shocked that Dimundi put this out. That's how good it was. And not because they produce necessarily bad stuff, but in the past they've produced meh stuff,
yeah.
real middle of the road, not great, not bad, and a lot of toxic storylines that aren't more
Right.
the stuff that could have been like fixed with one conversation lasts 12 episodes. I can't stand that shit
Yeah.
because it's not realistic. We all know that if somebody did something to you, you're going to go to them and just be like, what the fuck is your problem? Oh, I saw you kiss somebody. I'm not going to talk to you about it for 4 episodes.
Uh,
No, you're storming into that restaurant and you're going to be like,
yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
Mm.
Nobody is that well adjusted or non well adjusted that they're just going to let it fester. Not anymore. Maybe back in the 80s, but not now. So that stuff drives me nuts. But yeah, every episode is between an hour and 2 hours long,
Oh, Jesus.
and it never feels like that. Every time the episode ends, I'm like, "No!"
I love Vincenzo.
Oh my god, I love Vincenzo. I want a season 2 so badly. He's
I'm
my
with you.
inspo for Park.
Really? Oh, makes sense.
I loved him so much in Vincenzo, and I was so sad when it ended that I literally used him as my inspo for Park.
That's
He's so beautiful.
amazing.
Though, the one who plays the psycho, the really hot psycho,
Yes.
that was
Yeah. Hey,
he used to be in
Idol.
GOT7, I think.
No,
Who
his
was it?
group. Oh my god, I wish he was in GOT7. That would have been amazing.
Oh my god, he
Yeah, yes.
too much power.
I can't think of his group,
There's
but like
something
he's
hot
fucking
about them.
beautiful.
Yeah.
What the fuck up?
I was like, "Tell me you're not lying to me
Oh my
right now." I
god.
saw the announcement, I literally started sending it to everybody I know who watches Vincenzo. I was like, "He's getting a BL. Oh my god, our dreams are coming true."
Korean BL is a thing. I think I just haven't watched enough of it because the ones that I have watched just aren't my vibe. Like they're a little too squishy for me.
I will say, all of the BLs that have been my favorite have usually been Korean, but, like, for different reasons. I love Semantic Error
Yeah,
because, 1, I read it first.
right. Demon?
So did I anger the BL gods? I'm sorry. Something just flew off my shelf for
Oh,
no
Jesus
reason.
Christ.
I am alone in my room right now, and something just flew off my shelf.
Demon?
I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah, because I loved the main leads. I thought they were so cute, and I just liked their behind the scenes stuff, and I think that influenced it heavily.
Yeah.
But Ball Boy Tactics is another one that is very cute and fluffy, and it's got the size difference that I just can't
Yeah.
get enough of. But this one had sex. It had kisses that were so good, I was like, "Do you guys have something going on?"
Right?
Because the chemistry was chemistrying. Trying to think of, yeah, secret relationships was juicy, really juicy, and that was Korean. But yeah, they are usually not heavy. I find them, like I said, to be good palate cleansers, like, in between. I feel the same way about GMM TV shows.
Yeah.
I will say that they're getting the acting. I don't know what they did to those boys. They put them through some kind of machine. Now all of a sudden they all know how to kiss. Now all of a sudden their
Mhm.
acting is actually pretty top notch.
Yeah.
Their storylines are getting better. The directing is getting better. They've gotten far away from the stupid traditional like old school stuff that they used to do where you were just like, this is abusive. This
Yeah.
isn't even sexy. It's just bad sex and abuse.
Oh, we're gonna figure out if we're gonna be friends or not. Do you like Tharn
Uh,
type?
did I like it? It was the second BL I ever watched.
Mm.
Put it this way, I watched it more than once. I liked their chemistry
Mhm.
and I liked the premise in that I think it was actually realistic in that I think a lot of people who claim they hate gays have some unresolved
Yeah.
sexual interest that they haven't really tapped into
Mhm.
because homophobe is going to be like, you know what? I'll let you make that. I'll let you hit it from the back as an apology.
As an apology.
Be my go-to.
I need to give it another shot. The
They,
vendetta against it. It's my least favorite. I just want
they
to
are
hug
so toxic.
Mew. Like,
I will tell you that I would never in a million years recommend it as a BL.
yeah,
If somebody was like, "Oh, I need a BL to watch," it wouldn't even be on my radar.
yeah.
I would feel that way about a lot of her work though,
Mm,
to be honest. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like Love in the Air, again, I will say about Love in the Air that the other than 2 points, it was a very realistic dom sub relationship with the exception of 1, he didn't tell them they were in a dom sub relationship.
Okay.
2, this kid had no clue like that he was being manipulated. And you don't really know how deep the manipulation goes until the end of the series, like literally the last episode, you realize that he set this up from the very beginning. Again, side couple syndrome, like
Yeah.
the second couple's story was more interesting, but also it was way more. She has a habit of doing this. She does things that are super toxic, but she somehow also makes the person doing the toxic behavior just redeemable enough
Yeah.
to where you want to give them the benefit of the doubt. It is the epitome of the intimate partner violence
Mhm.
relationship where you're like, I hate that one thing, but there's all these other things. And
Yeah.
that's how they keep you. That's how they keep you. But unfortunately, all of her books are that way. Love Sea, Love in the Air, everything she does just has this toxic undertone to it, to the point where even she is now going back and fixing stuff in her stories because she's realizing the backlash, like calling the bottom wife,
Yeah.
stuff like that. As soon as they saw the international backlash from that, they literally went back in and changed the subtitles.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I think they're now realizing that it's gotten so much bigger than they
Oh,
anticipated it
yeah.
would. It's gone so global. It's just like K-pop. Like
Mhm.
it's now far outside of Korea and international fans are less tolerant of things that some people just say, "Oh, it's
Yep.
cultural." And they just don't tolerate it. And it's not even just Americans sticking their nose in things.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. Everybody is saying, "No, that's not right." And so they have to like we have to cater to our fans. We have to keep that going. And we plan on talking about this more in the podcast because Shannon doesn't really see how they run like Thai BL ships
Yeah.
and how they get you to ship the actors together, not the
Yep.
roles. I wanted to talk about it on the podcast because when you're talking to authors, it's like it's that parasocial
Yeah.
relationship. And it's crazy what people are willing to ride out with you if they're like, "No, we're friends." And I call my readers fans now because it's the Feral Fandoms
Yeah.
podcast, but I never liked calling them fans before. I always called them my readers because I felt like fans makes it seem like you're up here and they're down here.
Yeah.
And that's just not something I ever wanna think about because honestly, I'm such a normal person that every day I wake up and I'm like, "I still can't believe people read my books."
Oh,
You know what I mean? I get up, I get dressed, I sit down with my coffee, and I just do my job, and it's just but people are just, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm meeting you," and it's not that big a deal.
dude, the first time we ever talked, I was exactly like that. Like, I go back and I look at the replay of our panel from last CitrusCon, and I'm sitting there,
So crazy. I was so
really?
worried.
Oh
Like,
my
I
god.
swear to God, I was so worried. I was like, what if I say something stupid? What if I do something stupid? What if I don't know enough about the source material to actually
Oh,
provide any kind of
you
conversation?
are the source material.
And Shannon will want to talk about my books on the podcast. And I'm like, that's not why we're here.
That's
Anyway,
not why we're here.
but what you do, and it doesn't matter. That's not because I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm both a attention whore, but also can't handle compliments.
I get that.
I
Content
want people to
creation,
like
like,
me, but I don't want them to tell me they like me.
yeah. I want to make stuff. I want you to like it, but at the same time, please don't compliment me because I don't do anything.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
how I
Like, my therapist would have a field day with that.
feel right after this.
What's funny is I remember telling my therapist, when I dream, I don't dream about anything that has to do with myself.
Yeah.
When I'm always somebody else. I'm a different person,
Yeah.
and I'm basically watching things happen to these people, and she goes, "Even in your dreams, you're not the center?" I was like, "Damn!"
That
That
was
was have
hard.
to come for me.
God damn.
Well, shit.
To know that.
Yeah. Damn. It was like my other therapist telling me, "You make friends with your therapist so you don't have to do any work."
Fuck.
Well, that's just mean.
It's just mean.
Then I got shipped off EMDR therapy,
Yeah.
which I just graduated.
I have 3 therapists, so I'm right there with you. If 2
Yeah, she
group
was
therapy.
when I finished EMDR therapy, she's like, "I have the name of some other therapists that I want you to see." Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa. You said we were done. She's like, "No, no." I said, "We were done,
oh
you
my
and me.
fucking
Now I think you need talk therapy." I think I talk enough.
yeah.
My books are my talk therapy, thank you.
Mhm.
I just take it out on my characters.
Poor babies.
My poor
We love
babies.
them.
Ugh. Yeah, then you'll like the newsletter thing that's happening right now. Because
Oh.
my 13 Nights of Halloween is basically I'm doing, like, a couple story every day or every other day, depending on what else I'm doing in the newsletter that day. But basically, we're doing a bunch of sales, and I'm doing stories of all the couples at a party that Thomas is throwing called the Villains and Vigilantes Gala. And it's basically all of my characters together in one room hunting down one specific person that people have been waiting to get killed off for years. So,
Amazing.
yeah.
Oh, that's great. Your
Yeah.
Patreon. I need to join your Patreon just so I can.
This will be on the Patreon for the podcast, but I'll send you the link so you can watch it whenever you
I was
want.
like,
But also, I'll give you a membership to the Patreon. You don't have to buy
fuck
it.
up.
I'll just let you have it. It's fine. We're friends, girl.
Sure.
Actually, I
Makes
didn't
me
even ask
feel
your pronouns.
they
She,
them,
her?
but I'm fluid. It's fine. Was she her? Maybe. It is what it
Yeah.
is.
Anytime somebody asks me my pronouns, I stumble. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because I'm just she, her, because I always have, because that just seems like that's the case. But then some days I don't really know that actually is.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've got enough to unpack. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
put
Took
that on a little shelf for now.
of unpacking to understand that I was a they them. Like, it took
Yeah.
a lot of therapy and a lot of talking and thinking about things that you don't want to think about and
And it's just I have grandkids now, and I hate when people try to like gender them in a way.
Yeah.
My grandsons love butterflies. They love princess stuff. They love, and I'm like, "Yeah, buy them the purple unicorn pajamas. Buy them the," and thank God my daughter and her wife are like, obviously, just fuck yeah, put them in a tutu. I don't care.
Mhm.
But other people, because we're in North Carolina, and there's just that, oh, well, you wouldn't let them wear that, would you? Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
off.
Eat shit.
Eat shit. And honestly, I've gotten to a point where I don't even have a filter about it anymore because I just don't care. I'm just like, and
Mhm.
of course, my son-in-law, because my daughter's poly, so she has a wife and a boyfriend, the kid's father. And he's like, "Oh, you're being too vocal about this stuff. You're being too loud. There's a lot of people around here who are Trump supporters, and it's really bad right now." And I'm never going to be silent. I'm just not.
No.
I wasn't born that way. I wasn't built that way.
Somebody
I
has
don't
to
give a fuck.
be like,
Somebody has to be.
yeah. I have
I'm
no
on that
filter,
banned book
so I
list now
get you.
because of it.
Mhm.
They put me on that banned book list
That's
because of it.
amazing. Dude, that's
Yeah. The first time it came out, Jex Lane put it on her site, and I was looking and my name wasn't on it, and I was so upset that my name wasn't on it. And then the next time she put up a list, I was there and I was like, I think 109, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, finally." The only thing that freaked me out though is that they had my real name as well as both my pen names on there.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
that's when I realized I was way too accessible on the internet and I had to lock that shit down.
Yeah.
I scrubbed myself from the internet because I don't care. Me personally, fuck it, whatever. I've lived long enough on this planet. It's really not that big a
Oh
deal.
my god.
But my children and my grandchildren are important to me. So I wanted them not so accessible. But me, God, every given day, I'm just like, ugh, let's do this shit
Yep.
right.
Yep. Relatable. Same.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember what the fuck it's called, but there's another like banned book list that's literally called the BL list. Like they don't know. They don't know. It's great. I need to let me Google it. I saw it on John Oliver. Oh my god, it's the shit. It's great. Actually,
I
let
was
me
telling
do.
my daughter the other day, thank God for The Daily Show and for John Oliver.
Yes.
It's the only way to palate any of the shit that's going on right now.
Yeah.
It's the only way to get through it is to
Laugh
literally
about it.
just laugh about it.
Yeah. I swear to God it exists. But they
Send it to me when you find
yeah,
it.
you need to learn Discord.
I'm
Learn
trying. I
Discord.
thank God I have so many people who are willing to run it for me
Yeah.
because my Discord for Only James is so out of control now. I go in there and I'm like, "Oh, like there's so many threads and so many things and I'm just okay, this is overwhelming." And then I created the Discord for the Burned Out Muse and it's the same thing. Now there's 700 people in there. There's 8 million threads and I just go in there and I'm like, "Oh, wrong room." And I just leave because I get overwhelmed so easily. I thank God like other people are in there just like controlling the situation, but I made this place for authors and then all these authors and fans showed up and this is too much.
What? But
Like
I make thing and people come to it?
it's like me in Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if you build it, they will come. And
Yeah.
then they came and I was like, nope, we're
Yep.
closed.
Yep.
Sorry. Everybody needs to go home. But I'm happy because they do writing sprints and they do all kinds of cool stuff in there. And
Mhm.
like, it's good. And I try to go in and do stuff for the podcast and for the Patreon in there. I wanted to see if, because at one point I had actually planned on doing a real interview, but that never goes to plan because I have absolutely no attention span
I
whatsoever.
don't either. And if you ever want to do this again, I am fucking down.
Oh
Sit
yeah,
for an
I will definitely be
episode.
bringing you back on.
Oh, thanks.
Tell me about Church of BL.
Oh
Tell
my
me like
god.
what, because you say content creation, but what does that entail for those?
I don't have many subscribers. Subscribe to my YouTube. My main stuff is on Discord. My Discord server is feral. We have live streams all the time where we play visual novels and BL stuff.
What's a visual
What's a
novel?
visual? Oh, honey. It's
What
BL
do
but
you mean?
interactive. It's a game. You
What?
can play gay boy games. So it's
There's
like,
been games this whole time. The
yeah,
whole time.
like the pick your own adventure books.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
that, but a game. You're the just the general example. You would be the main boy, and then you would
yeah.
have
Okay.
your love interests, And you, as the player character, you get to pick what you say, and what you say determines which love interest you get. And then you can either get good endings or bad endings. Sometimes the bad endings are the good endings. This is a whole genre of thing.
Never gonna get things done again.
I have
No.
Rex.
I'm
Play
just
them
gonna
all the
join your
time.
Discord and watch it happen
Fuck yes!
myself.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'll just learn Discord by watching you.
Fuck yeah. But I play
Oh my
visual
god,
novels
I didn't
all
know
the
that was a
time.
thing.
That's a thing. It's a thing and it's great. To be
Oh
the
my
boy. It's it's
Oh,
it's great, especially from a trans point of view. It's an experience to get to be the boy. It's great. It's a good time.
well, because of how I write, I'm always the boy,
Right?
but it does change how I visualize things,
Yeah.
which is so weird because I once read something that said, I read so much BL that I now experience like porn from the man's point of view rather than a woman's.
Same. Yes.
And that's exactly how it is.
Mhm.
I like it has altered my viewpoint in so many things. It's crazy.
Mhm.
And that's where I think the gender dysphoria comes in and I'm
Yeah.
just like, "Wait a minute."
There's a panel that I don't know if we're going to have it this year, but we had it either last year or year before last that somebody runs about gender in boys love, and how a lot of people, like a good chunk of people in the boys love community, have found their gender through boys love, and have found that I'm not a girl. I'm not. And for XYZ reason, and I relate incredibly too much to gay men. And I relate so much to the male experience that it's my, is this?
One of my readers sent me a message the other day and he literally said, "You write from a perspective of a gay man so well, I wouldn't doubt you were gay in your last life."
Yeah.
And my first thought was, I feel like I'm gay in this one.
Yeah.
I have an ex-wife and I have an ex-husband, and to me, they were both the same meh
Yeah.
situation. I wouldn't recommend either if I'm being
Dude,
honest.
I have
Like,
friends that are that are asexual, that are the horniest people I've ever met in my life. Like,
that's
you don't
and
have
that's where I'm
it.
at. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I love sex. I'm not a fan of sex with other people. Like, I always tell people I'm the best
Yes.
I've ever had.
I have a wife, so I can't say that too loud. She understands me.
He knows
So
they're kind of
it's,
the best they've ever had.
yeah, no, like I like sex to an extent that that's all I read about. But at the same
Yeah.
time, I'm very particular about IRL stuff.
Okay, first off, I was never particular, that's the problem.
Oh.
I think that's because my daughter makes fun of me all the time because she's like, "You write sex for a living, but you haven't had sex in forever."
Dude,
And listen, if you had the amount of sex I have, I'm retired. I'm retired. I'm
retired.
benched. She tired. She tired. Like she's exhausted. She's good. She's fine. She's had enough. But like at the same time, I hated the anxiety that always came with sex. But I
Same.
think that's from the neurodivergent part of my
Yeah,
brain. You
same.
know, because I wasn't diagnosed until later in life, I think things would have made a lot more sense, but,
Yep.
like, there was no such thing as autism when I was a kid.
Same.
You were just weird.
Yep.
You were just the weird kid.
Mm-hmm.
So, she was just the weird girl who cried in the bathtub at parties for no reason.
Yeah.
Like I was like, not because I was overstimulated or overwhelmed or anything, just because
Yep,
I
yep,
was
yep,
weird.
yep, yep. Preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
In the 90s. And in the 90s, girls didn't have autism.
No,
So,
you weren't al
like,
you didn't have autism, you didn't have ADHD because
yeah.
they never tested any of those things on girls. It was
Well,
always for boys.
even when
All
it,
medical research was for boys.
right, even when they did, I still didn't because I masked too well.
Yeah.
And it's just
We had no choice.
right. Oh my
We
god.
had no choice but to mask. Like, we had no choice but to mask, and I look at it now, and part of the reason that I was in EMDR therapy for so long is because I literally had no emotions about anything.
Yeah.
I had learned to just shut everything off to the point where it didn't matter what you told me. When
Yeah.
my mom died, I was like, "Oh, moving on with my day," because it was easier to just be whatever everybody wanted you to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, relatable.
Yeah, and
Same.
it's crazy because I see it now in other people, and I'm just, wow. There's this one guy I follow on Instagram who is basically, I can't remember what his name is, but it's I think unmasked is in his title.
Mhm.
And when he's talking, he does thing where his hands are always moving,
Yeah.
but he was basically telling people about how he used to mask and he snapped that mask back into place. And it was so jarring
Mhm.
to see how he just behaved like everybody else and spoke like everybody else and used the same slang and the vernacular and everything.
Mhm.
And then when that mask is off, he's a completely different
Yep.
person. And people are like, "Oh, if you can do that, you're not autistic."
No.
Wrong. It was one of those moments because it's so frustrating. We just learn to be chameleons. We learn to
Mhm.
be whatever we have to be to make the situation as comfortable for everyone else
Yep.
as possible. My mom used to say that all the time. "You're such a little
Oh my
chameleon.
god.
Nobody realizes like who you are because of how you just blend in with everybody." I'm like, "Why do you think that is?"
Yeah.
Boomer.
Let's just say my favorite character of yours is Wyatt, and
Right.
I have mommy issues where he has daddy issues. And yes, yes, that is
Yeah.
me. Really relatable
Yeah, I
parent.
have daddy issues for sure when it comes to my dad was definitely children are basically to be seen, not heard.
Yep.
Suck it up,
That's
buttercup.
me
The
and my
world doesn't
mom.
revolve around you.
Mhm.
Like, not everything's about you. Just stand up to your bullies. They're gonna bully you forever. You're such a coward, that
Yep.
kind of shit. Yeah, no.
Yep.
My dad was old school. He was born in 1928. He was 50 when I was born.
Nice.
He was that guy.
Yeah.
He was the guy you had to shake their foot and duck when they woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would come up swinging.
Mhm.
But yeah, my dad didn't get me at all. I was the baby of 6. My next oldest sibling was 11 years older than me,
Oof.
and everybody else was completely neurotypical, and then there was me.
Yeah.
And I had a vocabulary that would choke a horse at the age of 3.
Mhm.
I was gifted, but I was also horribly shy. I was overly emotional. I
Mhm.
didn't understand. I would ask questions that people never wanted to hear a child ask, especially when I was in Lutheran school. And I'd
Ooh,
be like, that
yeah.
doesn't make sense.
I was in
Welcome to our therapy session. It started
Oh,
an
yeah,
hour
yeah, yeah,
early.
yeah, boys love
Mhm.
dicks. I like those. They're cool.
Dicks. Yeah. I,
I
I
like when
like
they
those.
touch.
I like them on other people.
I don't personally want one on me because gender reasons, but I like them on other people.
I'm
They
not
are
gonna lie. If
silly.
I'm not using one, I really don't have any reason for it to be around.
Yeah. Them from afar.
Like,
I'm not your G is fine. It's just like I I'm
I feel
good.
it's situational.
Yeah. Close
I'm
to being
sure not
ace.
every
Like
man
I
loves
don't.
vagina.
Yeah,
Did you ever see the movie Easy A with Emma Stone?
I've heard of it. Watched
So
it.
it's one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
Like, it's so
Nice.
snarky and she delivers that sarcasm so well. But at one point, she's helping her gay friend pretend he's not gay, so they're pretending to have sex in the bedroom, so they're jumping on the bed
That's
together and making it sound like
amazing.
they're doing it. And at some point, she gives him her underwear to make it, like, more believable, and he, like, makes this face, and she's, "What do you think I have down there? A no? What's with that face?" You know? "Why are you looking at it like
Oh my
that?"
god. That
But I always laugh because 'cause I'm always like whenever it's like, "Oh, it's a choice to be gay." I was like, "Oh, then I've got some news for you. You
bullshit.
are choosing to be straight."
Yeah. Yeah.
You are choosing to be straight because only bisexual people would think that it was a choice whether they decided to like men or
Mhm.
women.
Yep. I
My child came out to me when she was, I don't know, maybe 12. We were driving in the car and she just said, "How would you feel if I wanted to date women?" I was like, "Okay." I
yeah.
just kept driving and she was like, "That's it?" And I was like, "Well, what do you want me to do?
And that's how it
I don't care who you date. Just don't date a dick
right. It
if
shouldn't
they're
be
nice
that
to you."
big. Oh my god.
Like, gender's a construct. I don't really give a shit what's in people's
Same.
pants. Like, it doesn't
Same.
really matter to me. I was like, "Yeah, if you're trying to rebel, you're gonna have to pick a new way because I don't care." Like, I don't care.
It's not working.
So,
Fantastic.
but she's been with her wife. Like, they've met when they were 11.
Oh, that's cute.
My daughter's gonna be 28 this year. They've been together for a long time. My nephew met his wife when they were 14, and he's in his 40s now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family, they just latch on to people and they imprint like ducklings, and that's it. Meanwhile, me, I've got about 7 to 10 business days with anybody, and I'm like, "Okay, you're getting on my nerves."
It will happen if it needs to happen.
My ex-wife was my best friend first,
Mhm.
so it felt like just a natural progression.
Yeah.
I definitely have to be friends with somebody first because I don't trust
Same.
people.
Same.
I have massive trust issues, so I need you to do an internship
Yeah.
before I
Yeah.
offer the position. I need to know that you're willing to stick out my crazy before I offer the full-time position because I'm not an easy person to deal with.
Mhm.
I am fully aware. I am a Virgo in every sense of the word. Like, I am very much a hot mess in all aspects of my life. But yeah, no, I definitely am an acquired taste, but I also am very picky.
It's good to be picky.
Yeah, I think so. One time, my mom used to say it was an old quote from a black and white star, Buster Keaton or
Mm.
Charlie Chaplin, where it was like, I'd never want to be a member of a club that would have me as a member.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about dating.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god.
oh, you need to set your standards higher.
That's why we go to therapy.
So welcome to therapy.
No, I love it. I
Mentally
love it. Like,
unloading on you and the audience.
let's get together and talk about fandom stuff.
I feel like that goes hand in
It
hand with BL
does
though.
though. It does.
That's why you have those panels on
Uh,
CitrusCon.
yep.
Because I think that it does go hand in hand.
I bet.
Every week I get people who go, "Oh my god, I totally agreed with you the whole time," or "I totally get it. Nobody ever says the stuff that you guys say." And I think
Oh,
that's why, because we have no filter, we just
I don't. I'm bad
give our
influence.
honest opinion on things.
Yeah.
If you ever wanna come on and actually if there's anything you wanna promote or you wanna talk about, like, any books you wanna talk about or whatever,
Fuck
any
yeah.
things you're reading or whatever, you should come back on with Shannon because I think you and Shannon would get along famously. She's
Yay.
also got no filter.
Fuck yeah.
She is somebody who is she's a Sagittarius, I will tell you that.
I'm a
She's
Cancer, if that helps at all.
oh, you guys will get along great. Cancers and Sagittarius always love each other so much. Like, my daughter, every time she has a new friend, I'm like, "A Cancer?"
You
She's a
know,
Sagittarius.
me and my wife are both Cancers.
Oh my god,
Yeah, feelings.
that's a lot of
A
feelings.
lot of emotions.
Wow. But that's probably a good thing.
No, we talk about fucking everything. And
It's
it's
amazing.
amazing to just have someone that you can just communicate with and it's not a big fucking deal. It isn't a huge ordeal to be like, "Hey, I want to talk about this thing." And they're just like, "Okay." And we look.
Does she like all your BL stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. Or Fujoshi. So,
Oh, then
yeah.
you should bring her on
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That sounded way creepier than I meant it to.
No, it's fine.
I think that would be interesting.
But
Alright, I will let you go.
I want to do this again.
I definitely wanna do this again. It's so much fun. I'll bring Shannon on. You can bring your wife.
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you so much for putting up with this mess.
Dude, thank you.
I will talk to you
CitrusCon.
soon. Okay, email me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.